know what I've been missing all this time, and I think some of you guys might have realized that a lot of my vlogs recently for the past a month or something like that, right, has been very direct, like Pokemon Go, end. Pokemon Go, end. But no more like this cinematic kind of stuff. I guess I got a little bit lazy and also a little bit busy the recent weeks and stuff. So anyway, leave in the comments if you let me know if you guys want to see more of these kind of cinematic vlogs like today. So enjoy a couple of cinematic shots I'm going to be doing. Is that one of the cinematic shots?
Yeah, I was trying.
Today we are going to be watching a bit of a Spider-Man movie. So the Spider-Man... Bus, can you keep quiet? I cannot wait to check it out. Big Spider-Man fan here, if you guys didn't know. So Christmassy!
I love it.
Like candy cane. You know, sometimes when you come to a mall, there's just so many extra places that you never actually seen. Like this back alley of a mall. Let me show you guys something. Look, they have hooks and everything. You wanna play basketball one day?
I already played once this year.
Alright guys, it's the movie time. I'll see you guys after the movies. It was amazing! Amazing Spider-Man. It's really good. You guys must watch it if you haven't seen Spider-Man. If you don't understand Spider-Man, you might need someone to bring along just to explain a little bit, because they have characters that you might need a little bit of backstory, right? But overall the movie was really good. 10 out of 10 from me. Would watch it again, would download it again. But this one really blew my mind. So I hope they have like many more sequels. I know there's going to be a sequel after this, so super excited. Guys, check this out. There's like a bunch of ground lifts here. I think this whole entire area is a ground lift.
Dark blue, because why not? This is a one and done.
Doing some year-end shopping, and that's a crying toddler giving us a headache. Look, I'm carrying a lot of stuff right now. Alright, so I'm not sure when this video is going to be up before PvP comes up. Maybe on the day I release this PvP comes out, it doesn't matter, right? You guys want to know how to prepare for PvP. Well, I have an idea of what to do. So here are the 3 things that I think you should do to prepare for PvP. Before that, I have a few research to complete, and I have an Entei. Unfortunately, I wanted one of the 3 birds because they could be shiny, but Entei is fine. I hope it's not too noisy because there is like a basketball court behind me, and the audio is okay, I guess. Alright, got the Entei. Now, I think the very first thing that you should do, and everyone should know, is type charts. What am I talking about? Alright, so what I meant is these kind of charts. So you can see here, there's this Pokemon type chart. I got this from Google, so if you guys want a better one, you can Google it, or I don't know, I'm just going to leave this picture that I found on the link description below. You need to be familiarized with these things. Like, let's say for example, you're using a fire type Pokemon, right? You need to know what is good against, what is bad against, or a better example is, let's say you have a fire and steel type Pokemon, right? You need to know which type of Pokemon you can defeat and which type of Pokemon you most likely would die to. This chart will more or less tell you like, okay, let's say we're looking at fire type, okay? Because normal type, everything is usually able to hit. So fire type is half against fire type, half against water. It does normal damage to electric. It does 2 times to grass, 2 times to ice, etc, etc. But I think this is very important. This one is something that everyone must do to get advantage of this PvP, because to understand how to win your opponent, you need to do this. And you need to understand the Pokemon they're using, the Pokemon you're using, and what is the best dynamic Pokemon you can use to battle each other, because you can only use 3 Pokemon. And I think this is the part in Pokemon Go where it's going to get really interesting and where any Pokemon can be good or viable in the battle. I don't expect you guys to memorize the entire thing, but I do expect you guys to have an understanding, like the most basic kind of stuff. If anything, understand the meta Pokemon like Dragonite, Metagross, Salaman, Pokemon that you see in the gyms like Snorlax or Blissey, you know, or fighting type Pokemon like Machamp, right? So let's say we take Tyranitar and Machamp, right? And you guys know that Machamp is the best against that. But what if they use Machamp as an attacker? How are you going to counter it, right? You want to use your Mewtwo, right? So what if they use Mewtwo, right? How do you counter Mewtwo? Well, to counter Mewtwo, you need to use Mewtwo or some dark Pokemon. Mewtwo will most likely be the most used Pokemon in PvP. I'm not gonna lie. I think everyone knows that, everyone should be aware of that, because Mewtwo has a lot of charge move types, and that's the second thing I'm going to talk about, charge moves. So you want to use a Pokemon that can have dual charge moves that is able to counter whatever it counters him. So let's say for example you're using Mewtwo, right? And then someone uses Scizor, which is a bug type Pokemon, right? Bug type Pokemon does very well against Mewtwo because it's a psychic type Pokemon. And usually normal psychic type Pokemon cannot deal with bug type Pokemon unless it has fire type moves. So Mewtwo can learn Flamethrower, which will throw Scizor off guard. You get where I'm going with this? So that's why I feel like Mewtwo is going to be very viable and most likely used the most. So beware of that, okay? Try to find a Pokemon in your team that can learn a move or charge move that can deal damage to its, well, counters, because most likely you're going to be more or less dealing with that. You guys must also understand that you must keep your Stardust and your Candy because you want to enable the second charge move. So here's the third thing I want to talk about. Charge move and shield. So in PvP, most likely you're going to have only 2 shield which you can use in a battle. So that means 3 versus 3, you can only use shield twice to block a charge move. It's going to be really good if you have a Pokemon that can use 1 charge and 3 charge moves. Okay, I'm just going to use this as an example, right? So Twister, as you can see, Pidgey can learn Twister for whatever reason, right? So let's say for example you're using Dragonite and it knows Outrage and Twister, right? So let's say you use Twister as one of your charge move and your opponent thinks that you're going to be using Hyper Beam because Dragonite knows Hyper Beam or Outrage, which is a strong attack, right? But then they use their charge, they use their shield to block the Twister, and then you throw him off by using the Outrage or Hyper Beam in the next charge attack. You get what I'm trying to say, right? So you can force your opponent to make an judgment call to block a charge attack that is not going to do a lot of damage, but they think that you're going to be doing a lot of damage, right? You get what I mean? So it's a lot of mind games. I think it's going to be very interesting, and I'm very excited to find out how this is going to work. So yeah, those are the 3 things I think you guys should really be aware of. So to sum it up, number 1, study the type chart. I think that's going to be very important for everybody. At least get familiarized with it, right? On your favorite Pokemon, meta Pokemon, just learn the type chart and then use the best Pokemon for their counters, right? Number 2, come up with counter charge moves that you can deal with your counter Pokemon. So there is a lot of Pokemon that has charge move that does damage to their counters, like Ninetales learns Solar Beam because it is counter against water type Pokemon. That's just one example, right? And number 3, make sure that you understand charge move and their shield. So these are things that you might want to be aware of, like some charge move have 3 bars, some charge move have 1 bar. 1 bar might do a lot of damage, yes, but it could also be countered completely by the shield. So in the future, you might want to have a Pokemon that has 3 charge move and 1 charge move, or 2 charge move and 3 charge move, just so that you can use the 3 charge move as a way for them to force them to use the shield so that you can defeat them, in battle. So those are the 3 things that I think you guys should learn or try your best to use for your advantage. That is all I can try to teach, because I myself am still learning to use these as well. And for people who are my ultra friends and best friends, I will definitely be challenging you guys, and hopefully I'll record it and put it on my channel so you guys can be featured as well. So if you guys want to see me do live stream of these kind of challenges, and I'll challenge any ultra friends or best friends I have, and you guys want to watch the live stream, let me know in the comment section, because I'll be excited to showcase to you guys, right? I hope PvP comes out soon, before, maybe in the next few days or maybe tonight when you guys are watching this video, and I'll challenge you guys very soon. Take care guys, and I'll see you guys in the battlefield.